Okay, so we're going to do some grafting today, avocado grafts, February 12th, something around there. And I just want to see if the bark is slipping. So I make a T-cut like this, and then just see if the bark will pull back easily. That is not coming easily, so let me see. No, so that's what's going to tell me that I'm going to have to, well, it's sort of an in-between. Yeah, so it's fair enough. I was going to graft anyway, but that's how you check to see if your bark's slipping. You just make a T-cut, you know, a vertical cut like that. This is the same cut you use for budding. We'll do this with citrus at some point in the future, and then you just, you try to open it up like that, see if it pulls back easily. It's half and half. All right.
Okay. You good?
Okay, so we're gonna graft here. So let's just take the tops of this stuff off and see what we got here. I got this little saw. Let's see here. Oh, there's. Yeah, that opens that up, right? So we can graft this one if we wanted. If we have something really tiny, I do have something really tiny. So I'm going to graft that one right there. This will be an interesting graft for us. And then we'll graft this one right about here. Nice clean cut here. Okay, take all this stuff off. And then this one's going to be a fun one right here. Normally I don't do this, but I like it. Oops, this little saw isn't that great. It's bending on me. Ah, heck, my saw is bending. Okay, I got another saw, but I just thought this one was going to be good. Okay, and let's see, right about there. Right, get everything away from here. Got another little one here if I want to do it. I might actually. So yeah, I'm gonna graft that one too. Okay, let's see what else we got. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff over here. So we'll go ahead and graft that one. And no, I don't want this one. So I'll take that out. There we go. So we've got 4 sides, and 3 of them are small. That's what I want. Okay, perfect. Okay, pause. Okay, so first cut we make is straight up, right? So now let's see what we got for the opening bark here. Let's see. Oh, I've got a knife in my pocket. Okay. So we're just trying to see if this opens up. Yeah, it opens up. Okay, so now everything kind of just breaks down when you need it, huh? Let's see, what's this? Okay, Meg, you're gonna have to pause. All right, so normally I use a grafting knife, but I don't have one anymore, so I've got to use this X-Acto razor blade. Now, when I made that cut just now, I made one solid cut. That means even though it looks a little wavy, it's flat. Let me see if I can prove it, how flat it is to you. Matt, can you get this edge and that edge? I'm going to try to push that down. Can you see, is it perfectly flat on there? There's no gaps? See on the green bark?
Yeah, you look flat.
Yeah. See, that's what'll happen if you make your first cut long and in one stroke. The minute you try to go back and whittle, so this side I'm going to whittle, you watch. See, I'm coming back for a second one. I'm coming back for a third one to kind of taper it a little better for myself. Even though it's an X-Acto knife, yeah, so it's whittled, but that's okay, because watch what happens. Watch what happens. This is kind of a beautiful thing. The flat part is going to get placed inside underneath the bark. I'm going to just open that up a little bit more there. Just a little bit. It's going to get, see, it went all the way under. And the whittle side is on the flexible bark. See that? So you get contact on both sides. All pure contact right there. Doesn't get any better than that. And you got about what, 1.5 inches of contact? Beautiful. Now, this is 1-inch tape here. You're just tight sealing that graft there. See that all the way to the top. Top being real important if you're going to put emphasis on the tape, make sure that the top is really, really important. And then just tie it off like that, and you're done. Now we'll put the tar here. I'll put the parafilm on this, and then we'll get 1 or 2 of these buds here today. Now the reason I kind of like this little X-Acto knife is for little scions like this one. See? Say that's a thick pen size. Look at how small it is. Okay, so now we're going to graft that on this nice dominant limb right here. Okay, so make the first, whoa, what happened? I wasn't paying attention. Okay, make the first straight cut all the way up on this, right? Open it up, but the X-Acto doesn't open it up. You need that other little knife I had that I dropped down here. Yeah, this one. You need this one to open it up. Just force it a little bit. Just a little. All the way down. Oops. Looks sloppy. That's because, remember, we were talking about this bark not quite slipping yet. So I'm having to force this. Otherwise, if it was a little later in the season, it would just open up real sweet for us. Like in a month or even 2 or 3 weeks, it's going to open up real sweet. Hold right there. No, you're not going to. Okay. So first cut. Just watch it go. No matter how you do it, just make that cut one long flat cut, because that's the one that's going on the bottom there. Then this one, you just want to whittle. Well, you don't want to whittle, but if you're really good, you can make one cut. But see, now I have 2 tapers. One here, and check this out. That's narrower. Do you see that? See how that's wider than that side? That's because there's an arc here. And there's an arc, and I'm trying to get that underneath that bark knot. Just push that up. Okay. Need the other knife there. It's not, there we go. Nope, that's that weak spot. I saw it. That's where nope. Okay, but I have to force this bark a little bit more right there. Okay, now let's see if I can push it. No, it's still not. All the way down a little bit more. There we go. But you see how sloppy this is, and this is still gonna go just fine, because I have a lot of contact on both the bottom and the top of that cut. 2 cuts, 2 areas of long contact, and okay, then we just seal all. We've wounded that bark, but now because we're sealing it up, it's going to heal real sweet. See that? Just look at that. Doesn't look like I did any damage. And then we'll tar right here. I'll go get the tar right now, and then pop. I'll tar this, I'll tar that, and then right, and then this one up. We'll put one more there, and yeah. Then we'll. So if you freeze frame it now, then what we'll do, put the tar. I'll put one more.
You're good.
Okay, so we put the tar on. You can see, actually it's already drying because it's so thin. You just want it to breathe a little bit. But to cover all the open wounds, water-based tar is not damaging to the freshly exposed cambium. So then what we'll do is we'll come back here and paint all this white so that it doesn't attract heat. Even this green tape can attract heat. Even on this south side facing cut, that's where your cut, you know, you're actually getting an intensification of the light through the translucent tape. So you don't want to have that. You don't want to have that occur. So you're going to paint all this white, and then we'll go ahead and put some covers on it for. Okay, that's it. I'm being told it's in.
Sorry.